A lot of people focus on being perfect when in reality, you should just focus on progress because you can't even be perfect. It's not even an attainable goal. So, like, aiming for that is not smart because you'll never hit it. So, you'll always feel like you're never reaching your goal or you never even have a chance of reaching your goal. So, instead, just focus on being yourself. And I know this is the most cliche advice ever to be yourself, but most people don't really explain what that means. What that means is picture who you wanna be. Don't forget the qualities that you already admire about yourself, and then work to put yourself outside of your comfort zone to realize your potential. Because so many people, when they say be yourself, they mean like, oh, just don't really try to improve and just, stay the same as you are. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is focus on improving, but do it in a way that's authentic. Do it in a way that you truly want to improve, not in a way where it's like trying to be perfect. The difference is it's based on what you actually want, right? So if I actually define the type of person I want to be and I work towards that, then that's not me trying to be perfect. That's me trying to become the best version of myself. But if I'm trying to picture what the other person wants me to say and I'm trying to make them like me all the time, then that's trying to be perfect. And that is wrong because then you kind of sacrifice yourself when you do that too, because you're not really being true to what you want. You're being true to like what you think they want, which is not authentic. It's better to just live your life in a way that's authentic to you and honest to you because the right people will come around then because like yeah maybe let's say you try to be perfect, let's say you try to say the right thing all the time and maybe sometimes you do say the right thing. Well, now this person likes a version of you that's not even authentic, it's not even true to who you are, and over time not following like your authentic self, it impacts your life. It makes your life worse because it doesn't unfold the way it's supposed to. Whereas if you follow like your authentic self and you try to be as honest as you can, then your life becomes more like who you're actually supposed to be. It's like a deeper foundation, right? It's like you don't want to build a nice house. Like this is what it's like. It's like people are trying to build a mansion, the perfect house, right? But they don't even have the foundation. And if you don't have the foundation, then the house will collapse. It's better to have a nice house with a good foundation that doesn't collapse than a perfect house that will collapse, right? I'm sure you would agree with that. You would rather have like a house that's not going to fall apart, that's not as nice, than a house that's perfect, like the perfect mansion, your dream mansion, but would fall apart. So you might as well just follow your own word. Try to be as authentic as you possibly can. And being authentic just means being honest. Honestly, if you are just trying not to lie, you try your best not to lie, then over time you become more authentic. And you're never going to be perfect. Like obviously sometimes I lie. Everyone lies. But just acknowledge like okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But the more you actually try not to lie and become this authentic version of yourself and really try to progress and become the best version of yourself, the more that your life just becomes how it's supposed to. Like I kind of see that as your potential or your destiny in a way. It's just like following the things that are true to you and doing that with your actions as well, not just with your words, but also with your actions, with your thoughts, because then everything kind of becomes aligned. And when things become aligned, that's when you start to really feel meaning in life. And that's what I really believe. And you want to live a meaningful life. You don't want to live a life where like, you're just trying to please everyone else and you don't even know what direction to go in. No, you want to live a life where you're like, okay, I've defined what this life could be like for myself and I'm going to follow it. And I'm not saying that this is going to be easy. It's difficult to really try to be yourself, to actually be authentic rather than trying to be perfect. Like it's of course it's difficult because that's what life is. Life is going to be difficult. It's going to have some challenges. But like if it was easy, then it wouldn't be worth it, right? Like if you played the video game on the easiest level that you could beat it in your sleep, you would stop playing. Like if that was the only level they have. The reason the video games have different levels is because it becomes less fun when you beat the easy level. So they want to make it still engaging. So they make a medium level and then a hard level and then an extra hard level and then like a superstar level or whatever. So so the reason it's like that is because you have to match your level. And that's kind of like the game of life. And the more that you focus on being authentic, the more it feels like you're playing this game in a way that's meaningful. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It may be difficult, but even though it won't be easy, it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.